just made the toughest journey of my life through one of Earth's last great wildernesses, Indonesia's Papua province, to meet the amazing treehouse people, the Korowai. And I must be mad, because I've just learned some of them are still practicing cannibalism.
Indonesia's Papua province is an explorer's paradise. This is the world's second largest island, with the richest concentration of plant and wildlife, the tallest trees, the deadliest snakes, and some of the most isolated tribes on the planet. Formerly known as Irian Jaya, Papua is the most easterly province of Indonesia and lies off the northern coast of Australia. From Jayapura, the capital of Papua, I fly on to Wamena in the Baliem Valley, where the warlike Dani and Lani tribes live. Next, I fly south to Yaniruma and trek deep into the jungle in search of the tree-dwelling Korowai cannibal people. This is one of the few places left in the world where you can still find people living an ancient existence. Hidden away in the middle of its dense jungle, this is Baliem Valley, where the Dani warrior farmers were found still living in the Stone Age when they were discovered just over half a century ago. It's also where my adventures began. The Dani and Lani warriors are also great farmers and live their lives today much as they have done for thousands of years, in compounds scattered across the valley.
The Dani were great warriors, although today I understand they're just great farmers. I mean, how can you fail? You got the Garden of Eden in here. You got tangerines. Maybe I'll go find some tangerines. You got sweet potato. Huh?
You come back?
Huh?
Come back. Come back.
Huh? Is this... Whoa. Help, somebody! Help, Chief!
I'm still not quite sure if I'm being invited or ordered into their village.
I guess they're still great warriors.
The very first explorers who encountered the Dani were greeted by a hail of 15-foot spears. They still greet outsiders with spears, but now it's to provide tourists with an authentic experience. I'm in no danger. I'm just being given the tourist treatment.
I'll tell you something. They may seem uncivilized, but they're very orderly, and I'd much rather be on their side.
This elaborate welcome ceremony is common when the Dani greet outsiders. While some Dani people live in the main town and wear Western clothes, most still live in traditional villages and wear their tribal dress. The men traditionally wear this makeup and feather jewelry for festivals and celebrations. There are 250 different tribes in Papua. Some, incredibly, are still undiscovered by outsiders. No one really knows for sure how many languages are spoken here, but studies indicate it could be anywhere from 200 to over 7.
Here, the pig is sacred. It's revered and respected and treated as one of the family. This piglet was even breastfed as a baby.
The bow and arrow has always been the favorite weapon of the Dani, and they have a well-earned reputation for accuracy. A feature of their striking dress is their penis gourd. Different tribes cultivate different shapes of gourd, and some are much bigger than others.
Why are the penis gourds bigger here?
They use for something inside the gourds.
Oh, they carry stuff
inside. Yes, stuff inside. Tobacco or whatever. They keep on the top of the...
What better place to keep your valuables? And they also have bigger feathers here on the...
Feather, casuary feather. Mostly dress of the Dani, they always with the casuary feather and bikoteka.
So if you see this, you know it's Lani. And you see the other one, you know it's Dani.
Dani, yeah.
The Dani believe the powerful spirits govern their lives. Past generations sacrificed sacred pigs, waged fearsome battles, and even mummified important warriors to win the spirits' favors. Dani religion is based on spirit placation. Powerful warriors were mummified to please the spirits and to bring good fortune. Who is this that he's so important he needs to be mummified?
It's the great warriors.
How is he preserved like this?
Smoke it.
Or smoke it. Wow. I hope I look this good when I'm 325 years old. While the Baliem Valley is #1 on the tourist trail to Papua, it still feels as though the Dani are welcoming me as a traveler and trying to teach me something about their culture. I've been accepted as an honorary warrior, so now I get the pig's fat known, they call it wamamo. And it's not just decorative, but it's to protect me from the sun and from the cold, if I can bear to keep it on me. Mixture of pig's fat and coal, charcoal. Get the coloring and it sticks on you. This is the chief putting it on me. Yes. Wamamo wasuo. Yeah, wasuo. These warriors are so proud of their war paint and fine feathers that they postpone battles when it rains so it doesn't get spoiled. I always wondered how they did their makeup with no mirrors. Now I know, they help each other. Soon I'll be part of this tribe. Look at it. Oh, wow. This necklace he gave 6 pigs for. This is a very expensive necklace. I'm wearing the chief's necklace. Yes, it's quite an honor. I'm not only having a makeover. I can see myself changing in other ways. This is incredible. You know, they're so nice and open to just take me in like this. Make me one of theirs. I've been nicknamed Two Dogs. Who's Zay? Who's that? I am initiated, man. Check me out. In 1990, only 700 tourists visited the Baliem Valley. By 1999, that number had jumped to 7,000. Despite modern contact, the Dani are hanging on to their traditions. They shared something else with me. I learned this isn't a disease that they have where their fingers are gone. They actually cut off a limb or two every time someone near to them dies. Apparently your finger still has feeling in it when your limbs are gone. It's to help them remember their lost ones. This is Wilhelmina. See her fingers. She's cut off 2 for her grandfather, 2 for her uncle, and 2 for her father. And apparently they still work fine, huh? Yes? Very admirable. Dani and Lani warriors have always been a force to be reckoned with, and are proving so again. Like other native Papuans, they are heavily in favor of independence from Indonesia. I think I should be worried about the warriors because they're gathering now to gear up for fighting for independence. Papua has been an unstable region for years, and this instability can make it difficult to get around, so be prepared for delays. At every single area I go to, it's impossible to get through without a surut jalan. They're very hard to get. The Dutch ruled over Papua until 1962. Then it was taken over by Indonesia and renamed Irian Jaya. Since then, an independence movement has continued to be a powerful force. It's a dangerous situation that makes my next journey a real challenge. I've chartered a plane to fly me from Omena to Yaniruma, where I'll trek deep into the jungle in search of cannibals. After an hour's flight, it's a day's walk to find the Korowai, a tribe who in the past have been known to practice cannibalism.
Well, this is it, cannibal country. I gotta say, I feel a little stranded not being able to see anything but trees everywhere I look, but this is Steven. Hello,
How are
Steven.
you?
Good. He's gonna be my guide and hopefully my savior if I run into any problems while I'm out here. Why you look so concerned?
Now that I'm here, I can't help thinking about a horror story I heard about a German group who came here 3 years ago.
They sent 2 guides to the next tribe, and they were told it's not possible to go over the border. If they do it, they will kill at once, all together, with the guide and also the porters, and they will eat them.
To reach the Korowai, you first have to travel down the Becking River for a couple of hours.
The balance of this is crucial. I would hate to think of what's in this water. It's so dark, and it seems clear, but it also seems dark. But they assure me there's no crocodiles in here. I've read otherwise, though. I've read about these huge 7-meter crocodiles that have eaten 25 people in the last 2 years. Enough to give you the heebie-jeebies.
Now that I'm safely across the river, it's a 6-hour trek cutting a trail through virgin jungle to the Korowai village.
This part's easy, but we're gonna get to some areas where we have to hike on trees and logs for long, long ways, and my feet, my shoes are slippery.
Trekking into this jungle is tough. That's why I'm wearing long pants and long-sleeve shirts to keep the malaria-infested mosquitoes from attacking me. There's no path, so I'm totally relying on my guides to lead the way.
What they do is they lay down these pieces of wood, tree, across here. Because watch this. Keep it on my feet for a second. If I step here, I'm all right. That's what they lay down. If I don't, it goes way deep.
6 long hours later, the first signs of human life.
Oh my God, that is high up there. Holy moly. There's people up there.
Yes, 2 people up there.
The Korowai live in the trees, constructing elaborate tree houses high above the forest floor.
Look, they're coming down. I see 2 coming down.
They build their houses high so they can spot their enemies, the headhunters.
Halo, apa kabar? Okay.
Hello.
It's hard to imagine these people could have been cannibals. They have impeccable manners. It's estimated that 4,000 Korowai live in the Papuan jungle. Most have no contact with the outside world, although this village has recently allowed tourists to visit. I've been invited to meet the chief of the tribe.
What's up, Chief? This is kind of fun. It's very cool. Avoid the mosquitoes. Very simple. Nice place you got here. Right, boys? Yep. Whoa, what is that?
These are the skulls of wild pigs. The chief has many, which proudly displays that he is a wealthy man and a very good hunter.
You hunt them down, huh? That's great. Quite impressive.
Korowai men and women live separate lives, partitioned off at opposite ends of their tree houses.
It's a very interesting process how they make these skirts. She puts a little bit of ash on her leg, and I'm not sure if that's for the actual skirt or for her leg, just to feel good. But first she rolls one strand of this raffia grass leaf, then the other one, So there's two that are each spun individually, and then she rolls both of those together. Makes for a very fine weave. I don't know if you can see. It's beautiful. Takes about a week to make each grass skirt. I've asked these guys how to start a fire, and so they're going to show me. It looks like they've got some tusks from the palm tree that they're starting to roll up and put in to start with.
By rubbing two strips of bamboo together, they'll get a spark.
This is amazing. Friction fire starts off with a little glow, not actual flames like I thought.
I find that this is the first generation who aren't cannibals. Now, their main food is the sago palm.
What they're doing now is they're cooking their sago, which is their staple food. They just crisp the outside like a roasted marshmallow. Raw, it just tastes like powder or chalk, but cooked. It's almost like a bread crust, just more flavor, and it's a baked taste to it, almost like a cracker. This is the casaure. What they do is they set up these traps around their village, and if the birds are big enough when they fall in the trap, they eat them right away. This little tykester, though, he's got a ways to go, so they're feeding him now, fattening him up, so there's more meat for the feasting. Kind of like we do with turkeys.
Incredibly, it's only 20 years since the Korowai were discovered living in the Stone Age. Stone axes are still in use today, but for how long? Western tools are now starting to find their way here.
Okay, my goal is to build my own treehouse with the help of these guys, sleep in it, build my own fire. If I can do that, I'll be a very happy camper. It's going, it's going, it's going, it's going! Go, go! All right.
The Korowai can build a treehouse in a day. First, they choose a tall tree for the central base. Then, they chop 4 smaller trees down to form the corner poles.
You know what they used to call me in high school? Butterfingers. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
All of the materials come from the forest. Strips of bamboo are used to tie the poles together. The tree houses can be perched nearly 200 feet above the ground and protect the Korowai from floods, animals, and even the mosquitoes. Palm leaves are gathered up and slotted together to form a watertight roof.
Well, I'm very pleased that they made this tall enough for me to stand up in. I was a little concerned they're a bit shorter than I am, but they took that into consideration when they were helping me build my house. Although I still don't get how they're standing up here without holding on to anything.
Today, I've learned a valuable lesson. You don't need expensive gadgets to survive. You need local knowledge.
Got my treehouse built. Now let's see if I can start my own fire. Damn it. If your stick breaks, always be prepared, like a good Boy Scout. Have a lighter. That's how you start a fire.
Cannibalism seems a distant concept today. Neighboring tribes have been invited to the big event of the year. the Sago Worm Feast. People have come from miles around to celebrate the harvest of these jungle delicacies. I know I'm not on the menu, but I'm not so sure about this chief from a nearby headhunting tribe. After all, it's only recently that cannibalism has died out. On one hand we have Panilon, and another side we have Jacob, and originally both their parents used to want to kill each other. His were cannibals and his were headhunters, and but today they're friends, thank God. It's said that a week's trek from this village, there are tribes that have never met outsiders and may still practice cannibalism. But here in this village, the only thing on the menu is the sago worm. These are a rare treat. They are fattened up for 2 months in rotting sago palms, then cooked over the fire. While the worms are cooking, the real business of the festival, ritual courtship, begins. The young men prove their skills and worth for local girls who often marry by the age of 9.
Ooh, I can't wait to try it. Yummy.
The worms can be eaten raw as a delicacy or cooked together with sago pulp in a kind of worm pizza.
Me? Because you can make me sick. This is not sitting well with me. I don't like the concept of eating a worm. These guys love it. They can't wait to dig their hands in.
The Korowai people celebrate and feast all night, but I'm ready for bed.
It's 8 o'clock on my last night here, and I am high. 30 feet high in the sky in my tree house. It's been a wonderful experience. Hope to see you in the morning. Good night. Well, it's about 5 till 6 right now. Dawn is just breaking, and I have to say, I'm feeling pretty content right now. It's not every day I get to sleep in the tree house in the middle of Korowai cannibal country and in the middle of a jungle during a pouring rainstorm with winds and be able to stay considerably warm. I also have to say that I had a lot of fears coming in here, and luckily none of them came true. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm very impressed at the Korowai. They are some of the happiest people I know, some of the nicest, most giving people I know. And I believe it comes from living such a simple life.